Hello, YouTube. It's been a while. Um, uh, so you find yourself alone on Thanksgiving. Alone doesn't have to mean lonely. There are a few things to take into consideration when you find yourself alone on a holiday, particularly this time of year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those type of holidays that are supposed to, despite Christmas gifts and Black Friday, be about taking stock of the things that are the most important in life, which is your relationships. To be without relationships can really compound a sense of isolation, loneliness, and depression. One is it's only a problem if you see it as a problem. You have control over how you perceive a situation. So it's only going to bother you to the extent that A, you're not a lone wolf and relationships really are important to you. B, the level that you dwell on it and allow it to bother you. And C, your general sensitive disposition. If you are the type of person who already may be prone to depression and feel isolated and lonely, have recently suffered a grieved loss of someone close to you, this time of year can be exceptionally difficult. But you have a couple of options to alleviate your suffering, and I'm going to give them to you. Number one, just like if it were Valentine's Day and being single isn't the worst thing on the planet, think about the positives of not having to race around to 12 different Thanksgiving dinners, dressing your complaining children, dealing with that crazy uncle, just the lack of stress of not participating in the madness. Take it as a day off. Everything, the grass is always greener on the other side. Sometimes it's nice to have nothing when everyone else is chaotic. There's this idea that their holiday is going to be exceptional and wonderful. And yes, it's always nice to catch up with family and friends, but it's also chaotic and highly stressful. When people come back from vacation and say, God, I wish I could have a vacation. it to not have to take that on can be a bonus. So appreciate what you can appreciate about your own situation and love yourself. Going back to what I said about like Valentine's Day, being single isn't always necessarily a bad thing. Use the holiday, Thanksgiving, to give thanks to you. Take yourself out on a date. Go to a restaurant. Enjoy a nice meal. Just because you don't have people there to enjoy it with, you can enjoy your own company. Treat yourself. Have a facial. Call your mom. Anyone that's still around. Even if you don't have a family connection with them, unless they were truly horrific, toxic, detrimental people, use it as an opportunity to reach out and reconnect to those people that you've been wanting to, but you just haven't brought yourself to do so. You haven't made that leap. Start making those leaps. Use this time to start making those leaps. If you have Okay, that was weird. YouTube and my phone and everything have not been working out for me, but I'm doing this anyway. It'll just be in two parts. If you haven't started a gratitude journal, Thanksgiving can be the perfect time of year to do it. So start a gratitude journal. Take into account the stress-freeness that you have today. Love yourself, pamper yourself, take yourself out on a date, take a nice soaky bath if you have a bathtub. binge watch, just luxuriate yourself. Self-love. Have a holiday with you. You can also use it as the first step in reconnecting to some people that you've lost touch with, that old high school friend, a family member, to sort of begin to fix those estrangements, if you so wish. And another option that is great for Thanksgiving, that'll really hammer home that other people are in worse positions, is to go volunteer. If you find yourself single, alone, lonely, and bored, and just ruminating on the fact that there is nothing in your life and no one in your life, getting more and more depressed, take yourself down to a soup kitchen. Serve others. Spend your Thanksgiving giving. And you will be giving thanks for the opportunity to have volunteered, to have served others who are less fortunate than you. It's cold right now. There are people who don't have any place to stay. There are people sleeping on the streets right now. I have a warm house. I can be grateful for that. You'd be amazed how much this boosts your mood and your sense of gratitude when you serve and when you give back. When you see that there are little kids sleeping on the street, you think twice about complaining about your holiday. And you're surrounded in people. You're surrounded in other people. And you get to enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Also, there are people around you, potentially a neighbor. If you are at least the least bit social, you may well know that if you're in this position, there are other people in this position too. Take the time out to invite them. Maybe you have a little dinner at your house with all the other happy little miscreants that don't have anywhere else to go, that you know. If there's a neighbor that never leaves their house, if there is an elderly person in your community without anyone to help care for them, be that person that invites them over. Be that person that cooks up a plate for them and drops it off at their house. You be that person. Make the magic happen for yourself and for others. You might end up with a tradition, a collective of people who regularly come to your house, who otherwise wouldn't have any place to go, and then you win and they win. So I know this was two-part. It broke up. It's not going to have a beginning or an end screen because I'm trying really hard to clean my house right now and do a bunch of other things, and my technology clearly isn't working as it froze in the middle. And it is Thanksgiving, and I am still ill and stressed, and we don't really have anywhere to go. It's just going to be my partner and I, and we've invited a few neighbors if they want to come by. It's different than it usually is, but you make do with what you have, and I'm grateful for what I have. Be grateful. It is Thanksgiving after all. So however things turn out, be grateful. And if you find yourself lonely and depressed today, contrast it with the stress that you're not experiencing. 1, by cooking or by running around visiting everyone. 2, love you, give thanks. Give thanks to you for being you. Pamper yourself. Use every holiday as an opportunity to do the things you want to do for you, special little things you would never otherwise do. 3, go out and serve the community. Serve others who are in a worse position than you. It fills your day, it fills your time, it distracts you, it surrounds you with lots of other wonderful human beings. And there's nothing that makes a Grinch's heart grow bigger than giving back. Number 4, you're not the only one in this position. You may know other people in this position. Reach out to them. Invite them. Even if only 1 or 2 respond. Even if you're the one making plates and bringing it to their house because they can't get out. You can do something holiday related, and you can do it for other people. And you may wind up hosting a little neighborhood Thanksgiving every year. You never know. And lastly, mending fences. Spend the day reaching out to the people whose relationships have become strained or lost from you. Because the most important thing in life is love, relationships. It trumps all. No knowledge is worth knowing. No happiness is worth having. No invention is worth inventing. No, nothing is worth doing if you're not doing it for or with other people. So take the time to give thanks for all those people who've been in your life. Write a letter. Pick up the phone. Say, I forgive you. Can we start over? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you when I see you. So sorry about the video. Bye.